Now it's something awesome.
Here they have been close quarter combat, you know, running out of bullets, running around here, shooting people, stabbing people now. We got evidence of that. I never found a bayonet before.
Hello and welcome to True Vikings. We are here with Emil, finally searching for World War II items here in Kuhmo. I just found my first huge shrapnel piece here in the forest.
Nice.
And Emil is also
here.
digging.
First find.
Let's see.
There it is. Second part of your shrapnel.
So,
yeah, the guys have been using mortars here. Explosions all around us.
yeah, 80 years ago, it would have been a lot of shit happening, let's say. But let's hope for something good today. Nice little belt buckle here in the forest. First bullet here. So people, maybe the Finns have been shooting at the Russians here in this position from somewhere over there.
We have evidence of war from 1939, an intact cartridge. It says 39 there on the bottom. No, that way. Or maybe on both sides. I don't know. Anyway, it said 39, so we're onto something. They've been fighting here.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
We're up here on the hill. And there's water down there.
There is.
A little lake. And you know, in those days, in 1939, the soldiers fighting here in the Winter War, they ate a lot of canned food, very salty.
Yes.
And you get thirsty from the canned food.
So you got hungry now?
Yeah. And it's like December, January 1939, snow up to here. And they're here very thirsty, they don't know what to do, the Soviets, and they are like, oh, water,
Yeah.
Let's go down the lake and get a drink. So that's where I'm going. See, they weren't dumb back in the days. They knew water in the lake.
Hopefully there's something more there.
Another great discovery here. I saw it even without my metal detector. Second World War stuff for sure. But what could it be?
What could this be?
Oh, this is heavy stuff. And no one has touched this for, what is it, 80 years, 90 years?
Almost 80 years, yeah, or something close by.
Oh, it had been painted yellow. Maybe it's post-war, or maybe not. Super heavy.
And difficult to say from that one, I can't recognize it. If you know what it is, let us know.
We know they had some tanks here somewhere. Probably not here up on the highest point. It's quite a climb. But I don't know. First thought like stovepipe from the tent, but too heavy to carry around this.
Yeah, it looks a bit heavy.
Yellow on the inside.
Yellow in the inside. So
I'm thinking post-World War forestry.
might be.
Oh, it's something.
We were walking this small hill here. Couldn't find really anything else than bullets, but now we stumbled upon some canned food, old canned food, and Emil has
There's a
some
little pothole just there, beeping everywhere. This
some
is getting exciting.
some.
And I told you they ate food around here.
Yeah, you were right.
Oh yes, this is, yeah, fish. Maybe mackerel. Well, jury is out on the fish, but it's a tin can. It's a tin can.
It is.
And now I'm gonna spend the next half hour there digging.
Nice.
Maybe I'll find some meat cans or something.
Good luck. Next to the tuna can, mackerel can, unshot bullet. So we're up to something now. And even more canned food here on the slope. Emil also dug up few food cans there. Emil found a food can there behind me, and I found a small ammo dump here. 3 bullets in the same hole.
You wanna hear my theory? Of
Yes,
course you do.
yes.
Okay, so let's see now. Another tin can of food. This is my 4th can. There's a little pothole there, right here. I'm gonna go and sit in it. Here. So here someone has been guarding looking out over the lakes here. Found 14 cans so far, so perhaps that's 2 guys for 2 days, 3 days, something like that, if they're low on food. Haven't found any bullet casings, only the intact ones, the unfired ones, so I don't think they saw anyone here.
Maybe.
They didn't shoot at anyone. They were just eating.
Eating and dropping bullets.
I think it's approaching lunchtime soon. Getting hungry.
Me too.
This meat, they're all the same. They only had one kind. Probably meat. I don't know. What do you think, Joe?
Hernekeitto.
Hernekeitto. Pea soup.
Pea soup.
Traditional.
Okay, maybe lunch soon.
Yep, I think so.
Emil found finally something else than
Something different.
food cans and bullets.
Unclear what it is. The WWII geeks out there can let us know in the comments, but I think it's a pipe goes inside here, or you lock this onto something, attach it. Maybe the stovepipe that I've been talking about.
I'll say the grenade.
From the grenade.
Yeah. But
well, I don't think that, but you're entitled to your own opinion.
yes,
Of course. I'm gonna look for the rest of the parts.
few food cans and then Emil shouts
This time.
that it's a jackpot.
I think this is a bayonet.
No
from a
way.
rifle.
No
We
way.
were talking about coming here about finding the bayonet. At this part here, you see that?
Yeah, now
What do you think?
Yeah, that
Could
is.
it be?
It is.
Oh, yes.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm gonna be careful and dig up the blade part as well.
Now it's
Right.
something awesome.
Here they have been close quarter combat, you know, running out of bullets, running around here, shooting people, stabbing people now. We got evidence of that. I never found a bayonet before. Oh yes, I can feel it.
That is a nice one.
That's a long one.
Let's hope the gun would be here somewhere too.
Oh, didn't even think about that.
Huh,
Well, it should be right there.
it should be.
But I'm very happy with this part.
This is amazing. Amazing.
Quite well preserved. Jesus, it's long. How long were the bayonets? It just continues, guys.
Wow.
Well, that's quite exciting. Oh, there's the
There's
end.
the end, yeah.
Ooh, still sharp. Almost got myself.
Beautiful. Wow.
Nice. I'm a happy camper now.
Yeah, we were talking in the morning that what Emil wants to find, and I think his first word was, yeah, maybe a bayonet. I don't care so much.
Rifle. Iron Cross, I actually said, but I don't think we're finding the Iron Cross here. But I'll take this any day. Super well preserved. Now we just have to figure out if it's Finnish or Russian. And still a bit sharp. You guys see the edge there? Huh. I could just attach it to my detector and go stab people. Just like that.
Nice, congratulations.
Still functional.
Yeah.
80 years later. I'm very happy.
Nice.
Nice find.
Nice.
Let's be careful with this one. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if we find the rifle as well. So it was laying just like that. So rifle should be right about there. Let's have a look. I couldn't find any markings or anything on it, but I suspect it's Russian.
Me too.
For the Mosin-Nagant. Actually, yeah, is so jealous of it, so you get to hold it for a while. While I look for the...
I can point here that
Point
dig there.
somewhere around here. Let's see now. Amazing now. Eerily quiet. Eerily quiet. There. There's something here.
There's something. Let's see how it looks
Small
like.
20. I'm not thinking it's a rifle, but
Probably
I'll dig
not.
it up. I'll dig it up.
Yeah, a lot of signals here. I found a few food cans there, maybe 3, some bullets, food can there.
What kind of food?
It was tuna.
Tuna. Oh, that's a classic. Nice.
And then Emil has something here. So they have been, I think, here for quite some time. Probably not in many days, but at least they have left this kind of cool stuff for us to find.
You know, when they're running out of the tuna and not so much food around, that's when the stabbing starts.
Exactly. And helmets start to drop. I bet there's a helmet somewhere here still.
No,
that is my...
It's just deeper down.
That's a good sign, good sign.
This one very deep.
I had actually a food can here, really deep there. I don't know why they had dug it so deep, but...
They're hiding their food, they're like squirrels. Shovel, no?
No, something is there.
Something.
Maybe a
Too small to be a rifle. But it's a little lead piece from probably a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to see here, but
We'll continue.
This thing is very nice.
We'll continue. It's a really good condition as well, as you can see. Wow. First one in True Vikings. Emil had something again there. Not a bayonet this time, but...
But kind of, it's pointy.
Is it a Finnish or Russian?
This seems to be the end of the ski stick. What are they called? You know, that you hold?
Yeah, some
this
ski
goes
stick.
into the ground. Yeah, and this is even removable, or perhaps it's not supposed to be removable, but you can put that part in the ice.
Yep.
Hard to imagine here in the middle of summer, but 1939, extremely cold winter. Lots of snow, very cold. But someone dropped their skis here.
Yeah, and it must have been tough when the forest start speaking Finnish. You know that.
And you don't even have your ski or your bayonet.
Yes.
Or your food. I'm hungry now.
Yep. Next to Emil's bayonet, I found a Mosin-Nagant clip and a unshot bullet in the same hole.
The quiz continues here with another one of these being found.
Yeah, I found it next to this rock here, and here actually you can see that probably a small dugout. Maybe some rocks have been moved to take cover.
I cannot say it, but I trust this guy.
I believe it, and I found this kind of thing, same as Emil found earlier today, and we figured out what it is.
Yeah, well, Google Lens figured it out. Let's put it that way.
Google
Thank
figured
you,
it
Mr.
out.
Google.
And it's a sleeve from Russian RGD-33 grenade.
A hand grenade.
Hand grenade, so it's cool.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But no explosives and stuff?
No, this is safe here, but
this is safe.
Thankfully
safe
it was
to
only
handle.
that part.
So this pattern here, that goes into 1,000 splinters when it explodes and flies everywhere.
That's a cool one.
Well, one more identification.
Yeah.
Good job, y'all.
We learn every time.
And here we're still continuing. Bayonet over there. Lots of tin cans everywhere. Pieces of grenades. Huh? What else? What else? Out here.
I still feel that there's the helmet and the gun here somewhere.
I don't see the pothole, yeah, but the helmet and the gun, yes.
Yeah. I found a interesting piece of something, but Emil has
I got something more interesting.
more interesting.
Trail
I think.
starts here. This wasn't the interesting bit. This is just a tin can. But
Food.
Here, I did that straight away because Joel has found this before, and I've checked out those videos.
Yeah, last metal detecting trip of mine. You should check that video. I found one of these, and now Emil can tell what it is because
I will tell you straight away after the break. Coming up. No, actually, this is the oil bottle for the Mosin-Nagant rifle, Soviet rifle. You have your weapon oil here, and you take some oil and you clean your rifle and put it together and take it apart and have a lot of fun.
Beautiful
and you
one.
can still see some Cyrillic there, Russian. But do you know what, Joel? I think with these few finds here, Russian hand grenade, Russian Soviet oil bottle, and what else
Bayonet.
did we get? The bayonet from the Mosin-Nagant. I did that as well, by the way. Then I think we can safely confirm that Russians have been here. Soviet.
We can.
It's
Now
not
we
the
can.
Finnish people.
Now this isn't all made up story of.
No. But and I think now the made up story starts. So you see this flat ground here? Perfect place to pitch your tents. And probably Soviet company passed along here, maybe spent a few days. Because we've been finding the tin cans, food cans everywhere.
We have
They really love their food, the Soviets.
30, 40 cans.
But this is really cool.
That's really cool.
One lid is
Missing somewhere.
is missing.
Yeah, so it has
Have
been
a look.
used.
But very cool, very cool.
Really cool.
I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah, same hole as I found this one. I think it's you adjust your weapon with it, I believe, because I found this one in the same hole, and this I would say it's a cleaning kit, or not cleaning kit, but the cleaning thing, cleaning your weapon in the pipe. Wow, that's cool. Now for the weapon. One more of these RGD 33 grenade sleeves. Cool. Nice small buckle, maybe from a ski or something like that. Cool. Next to the buckle, another buckle and a button. Interesting. And immediately after the buckles, another Mosin-Nagant oil bottle. That's cool. Interesting place. Really interesting place here. Emil is digging somewhere there behind the tree. Wow. Another one for me of these. Cool. Now it's Emil's turn. He has something here.
Something here. You know what they say? One Soviet oil bottle is a nice find, but two, that's already a collection. So
That is.
I'm proud to announce I'm a collector of these bottles now. Oh, in beautiful condition. Look at that.
That's another kind of figure.
Bottle.
There.
Oh, there's something here. It's similar looking.
Yeah, that side is probably the same, but
Both of the lids are missing, but that's okay. And you know another thing I was thinking about?
what is it?
Well, been finding maybe 50 of those tin cans that they've been eating.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I've been wondering, like, how do they eat these tin cans? And here's the answer.
Wow.
Aluminum spoon. You studied Russian, right, for a while? What does that say?
Let's see if my eyes. Kolshugni something. What that means.
And that means...
That means something.
I think it means aluminum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it's not silver. Had a super nice signal, but it's light. Doesn't oxidize like silver. So, someone lost their little spoon here.
Yeah, that's a good relic here
it's
from
nice.
the forest. Well, that was a record for today. Here in the one hole, all of these bullets. Probably even more there. But do I want to dig them? I don't know. A lot of bullets here now. Probably dug up like 50 of them in a row. These unshot bullets. And we had a theory with Emil. He's somewhere there in the forest. And he dug up many of them too. So maybe this was an area where they stored the bullets. And people were collecting them from here in the middle. And there's a lot. Emil had something cool here again.
Gonna be having soon the whole Mosin-Nagant rifle here.
I think so.
All parts. I think this is from the aim, the sight, the front sight. says 95 there, and then there was a Soviet star somewhere as well. I lost it there. There's a little star, very faint. So I believe this piece is where you adjust the sight. Like if you want to shoot 200 meters and you adjust it a little bit, and 300, 300 and so on.
Yep.
But someone thought they didn't need the sight anymore for some reason.
Yeah.
Or the gun, or the bayonet. Very strange things going on here. What do you think, Joe?
I don't know. I'm completely lost now what has happened here, because at least they have had some kind of bullet storage here in the middle.
Yeah, I think ammo distribution center somewhere there on that little road.
Yeah.
Also found one of those hand grenade pieces. Been handing out the hand grenades as well.
Let's see if they would have been handing out the helmets here too, but no.
Helmets.
I want a helmet, so let's see.
I'm happy with my sight.
Almost a
Made
full
my
rifle.
day.
Almost a full rifle there.
The barrel neck.
And just more and more bullets coming up from the same hole. Look at this. Just taking with my hands. Hand full of bullets. Probably even more.
He's talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Hurry up. What you got?
Just a hand full of.
No way, Jose. Whoa.
It's even more here, but
Jesus.
but you have something cool.
I don't know what it is, but
Okay.
cool, yes.
Okay, cool. Yes.
What kind of cool?
Let's see.
Probably awesome. I don't know.
Okay, so you had.
So this is not the cool find, but the cool find is 20 centimeters from this hand grenade, or the shell, the sleeve of a hand grenade.
Well, hopefully it's not something really, really cool that we need to.
You mean like explosive
Yeah.
kind of cool? I don't know. So this was here, and another good signal there.
That looks interesting.
And that
What
looks
can,
very interesting. I think it's not a rock.
It's not a rock, no.
Let's see.
Good signal.
Yeah, good signal. Okay, let's dig this up very carefully. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Okay.
No idea now. Flask, a bottle.
A vodka bottle. Could be. Right. Stuck very well.
It's
Nature
something.
has reclaimed it. I've not seen this type of thing before.
Something green on it. A cup, I guess. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
That's a drinking cup.
Oh, wow.
What? Oh, there's some text here. That's in Russian. Ha! Soviet drinking cup confirmed.
What does it say? My bad eyes
I don't
can't
know.
see.
Maybe
but
this way? Oh, this way. Probably. I don't know what that says. Let's clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, cool, cool.
Gonna have my afternoon coffee from this one.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, tried to clean it up a little bit. All I can say that it's green and it's Russian. And you know, having your breakfast coffee with your hand grenade. Why not? Why
What
not?
better can it, like a, that's a good Sunday.
Good start of the day. Yes.
That's a good Sunday. I hope the rain clouds aren't coming here
Rain
because
cloud? Rain cloud?
but
Rain cloud?
because we're finding so good stuff. But
Yeah,
let's
but
see.
it is quite warm here in Mosquito, so I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain.
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
Let's see. Let's see.
These bullets actually had the paper with them, or still that it has been in a paper box. These bullets, a lot of them, in the same hole. One more of these Mosin-Nagant barrel cleaning thingies,
I also got one of those earlier,
and
and right next to this was another ski pin thing.
ski stick thing.
Ski stick. Exactly, that's the right terminology here. And I believe that every possible part of the Mosin-Nagant rifle that it's possible to drop and lose we found so
Yeah,
far.
I think so.
Except the barrel.
Yeah, soon the full gun. But I would now also want to find one of those bayonets. But probably they have dropped one more here.
Several.
Yeah.
I got some random ski equipment related stuff according to Jarl.
I would say so, that it goes to the around the boots, a ski, and then you
Tighten it. Yeah. I'm a believer, but we didn't come here to talk about that.
Look at this. I have probably the best signal that I have had with the Minelab Manticore ever.
99. It's maxed out.
It's maxed out, so I'm a bit afraid now that it's a huge, like a unfired, like a unexploded bomb or something.
Whoa, a blast from the past,
but
so to speak.
It might be.
But we have to dig it. It's the true Vikings.
It might be also my big helmet.
Oh, it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
The risk-reward ratio is pretty high here.
So it's a bit
beeping everywhere.
Bit larger item, I would say. And look at that.
Oh, you see it already?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the helmet?
No, it wasn't the helmet, but it was this aluminium.
It's
cans or food pots. Let's see if we.
Oh, that's the where you eat from. The plate.
Exactly.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And let's see.
I want to see some Soviet markings on that.
Yeah, let's see.
Continues.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
there's that.
I remember that stuff from the military as well.
Let's try that we don't break it. That was my first this kind of food can, or like what is it called? On top of the
the lid
lid of the food pack.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Someone has been eating their beans here.
Gave
or whatever the
signal.
Soviets were eating.
Yeah, or drinking their vodka from this.
Good thinking there. Any markings? Any hammers, sickles? The stars?
There might actually be something, but it's really
very faint.
Should be clean, but I don't know if they put many soldiers inscribed their own name or something on the pack.
That might be something here. We'll have to have a closer inspection.
But I don't know if they put it on the lid or on the bottom of the bigger part. I don't know. Might be.
Interesting. So, supper from that tonight?
Definitely.
That's a scar. No helmet, but pretty cool.
Yeah,
and it
cool.
Can put it on your head as well. There we go.
Emily is eating the dinner there, but I still found one of these. I googled it. It's a flask cover, Soviet Army flask cover. So that's cool.
That's neat. Not much have changed. Eating my fish here with my fork spoon.
Is it tuna?
It is actually tuna in tomato sauce. Pretty tasty.
Might have been the same that they were eating the cans here, what we have dug up like hundreds of.
I choose to believe.
I found one more of these food pots here in a small dugout. You can't see it so well in the camera, but
this one is a bit special.
It is. And
there's a stamp, Soviet star, and someone has chiseled in some marking here.
Yeah, that's really nice. When you wash it a bit, you could probably, maybe it's a name. If I see correctly, it's a Russian S and E and R, so maybe Sergei or something like that.
Sounds plausible. This guy knows his letters. But Sergei must be a little bit upset to lose his food canteen pot here.
Yeah, that must probably wasn't fun here.
No, probably not. He had to live in a hurry. Nice find.
Yeah.
Nice find.
Yeah, that's really cool. Really cool.
Here on the slope. Nice place.
Yeah, camping.
The mosquitoes are out now.
They are here. Everywhere. This is cool. But not my helmet. In the same hole, I still have super signal, exactly
No
what
way.
what it gave. It's I think it might be the bigger part of the container, maybe. Let's see.
With hot soup still.
I wish.
Oh, getting hungry. Let's see what Sergei
I think Sergei
still
has
left in the hole.
left something here still.
Oh, that's a big chunker.
Let's try not to destroy it. Ah, that was a root.
Yeah, it's here in this little hole. Joel is one of these hole seekers, finders.
Let's see if we can get it without destroying it.
Perhaps that part is marked as well.
Ah, that came off.
And we destroyed it.
Yeah,
There she goes.
it was under the roots.
The big
it was
root. Nice.
a bit destroyed from the beginning already, but
That's a nice little plate.
That's the pot. That one got probably destroyed from here.
Oh, that's nice. Any markings on this part?
And there might be something here actually also. You can see a little bit. There's the stamp.
I don't see anything.
This. Can you see now?
Ah, now we're starting to see something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a V, or actually it's upside down, so maybe it's an A. There's something here. Well, you have to clean it up properly, and
Yeah.
then you'll find all these images on our Instagram channel.
Hope so. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely some kind of name on this one.
Oh,
Or
that's
some
cool.
some text at least.
That's very cool. The fun continues here in the forest. Nice find.
Yeah, thank you. Right next to the cans I found a small buckle with some leather pieces. Maybe Sergei also lost his shoe or something. Or skis. Poor him. Well, something other than bullets finally. And look at that. That's the other part of the RGD 3-3 hand grenade. Right there. The hand part. Good that it's not working anymore. And look at that mosquito.